Okay, welcome back. So far you have some great looking buttons. You learned about the button data type, that it's a thing, um, and it's beautiful. But right now you've got some buttons in here that don't actually do anything. So why don't we show you this time how to make those buttons actually work. So just quick recap, you declared the buttons at the top. Somewhere in the constructor you've instantiated those buttons and got them on the screen in some way. Now down here you have this beautiful action performed function, and that's kind of the key to everything. This is going to get called when there's some action, and the reason that happens, FYI, is that this frame, this color picker who is a frame, also knows how to listen to actions. So since he can listen to actions, people know that they can talk to him in this way. They can call action performed. I've did a little thing here for you so that you it's kind of bizarre, but you can ask and say what caused this action. I'm going to turn that into a button because I know it's going to be a button, so that casting is pretty safe. But just for fun, just to prove it to you, I'll show you that. Oh well, this is going to be kind of sad. When I click this, nothing is happening, which is kind of sad. I've got this action performed. I want it to pop up a message, but this is a really tricky part. When you create that button, so don't let me lose you. I was here in action performed. I need to go back to the constructor, back to where I created the button, and basically I need to tell the button that someone should be listening to him, and then I'm going to tell this button that when he's going to talk to somebody, he should talk to this file. So he's going to come to this file, he's going to call this action performed, and now that button actually works because this frame is listening. When I press it, it does what I told it to do in the action performed function. So the button will call this function and it will be happy. Now, do I really want that thing to say the word hey? You can, I don't care, but what would be really cool is you could say if that, here you ask what was the source of the button, you called it pressed, and now you can say, well, if that source of the action was the red button, I'm going to talk to, you have this other panel called color pane. I'm going to talk to him and tell him that I want him to change his background color. So when they press a button, this will get triggered. You'll figure out which button it was. In the event that it was a red button, you're going to tell the color pane to do its thing. So you can say voila. So this big chunk of change here, this is color pane, and it's just sitting there. But anytime I hit a button, I could say what button did you press, and then take an action depending on what button was pressed. Now color pane, don't be freaked out by that. It's just another type of thing. It's a J panel. We created it we declared it up top. We instantiated it in the constructor. We made it show up to be white in the beginning, and we put it on this frame. We put color pane in the center, just like we had put the button pane in the south. So basically, we've got two regions going on. The center has color pane. The south has button pane. But that's kind of the basics of how buttons work. If you will, I'm going to leave you alone with this video. Before you start the next video, I want you to go ahead and try to make all of your buttons work and try to make all of them turn the background into different colors. Have fun.